Good evening, football fans. This is Fantasy Fact Check, the famous show that emanates from this beautiful office every week. Oh, what am I looking at that screen when I have this beautiful screen to look at? Nice to see you all tonight posing as a Cowboy fan, which I've never been in my life. And it's hard to act that way, but I had to do it because they lost to the worst team in football last week. And no one could be happier than me.
What a crazy week 6. We had a photo finish for the second week in a row. We have a new playoff format. I'm your host, Connor Checketts, here with Cowboy Grandpa, my color commentator. Let's get into the power rankings.
Let's go.
No surprises that Clyde and Thomas remain in the top 2 slots. An awful slide for Teddy.
Teddy, you got on that horse, you rode it right up to the top of the hill, and then that horse bucked you off, buddy.
You know, Teddy has a lot of really talented players on his roster.
Yes, he
They're
does.
just not really performing like they ought to. And I know someone who's really, really upset about that. Let's look and see if maybe some coaching can help Teddy's players perform up to their standard. Let's turn it over to George.
Let's go, Giorgio.
Broski!
George's Coaching Corner.
What the heck, bro? Welcome to George's Coaching Corner. We are so happy you're here today. Today, we will be teaching what the worst players, how they be the best players. Yeah! Court and second. What the heck, broski? You're a wide receiver and you catch like this? But this is how you then catch it. That's how you catch. Hey, kicker, do I have to teach you again? This is how you kick. Did it. Well, I fell, but that was a good kick. You can even pick it up and kick it. See? That's how you kick it. See, you're worthy. I have your fast, but you're not even fast. Why is that? You have to run super fast like me. See? My hoodie even flew off. Defenders, you're so bad. I'm going to teach you how to tackle. This is how you tackle. I'm going to tackle you. We will be adding Rosie in for the next bit. When Rosie's involved in, we will be challenging her. We'll be challenging me to get the ball from her. That's how you defend, Rosie. Yay! This is how you catch. Huh? Do not listen of that. Listen to this. Yeah, do that. That's how you pick up a fumble. Got it.
Now, Rosie, get up and run.
Fumble.
Get up and run.
That's how you get a fumble. I think she feels proud of herself. Fumble! This is how you find the camera, and then you try to catch it. And then run, 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 run. Wow! I'm okay. Yes. Ooh, touchdown! Let's do it again. Rosie, this is how you spike the ball. No, I'm gonna hold the ball. I gotta teach defenses how to tackle. Yeah! Yeah. This is how you take the ball. Okay, now you run and then you catch, yeah? Or if you miss, pick it up, then you have to run the other way. Let's pass it to your teammate. This is how you do it. You run. You throw it up. And if you trap it, you pick it up. And then you pass it back to your teammate. Let's do one now. What at a time with the ducky. She's tackling. This is how you tackle. My microphone fell off. It was so good my microphone fell off. And let's see a picture, Connor. Go football. Ow! Defense! 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 Offense! 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 Defense! Go George! Go George! Go George! Missing! Go George! Did you get the football? This is Gorgeous Cooking Corner. You've been great, but now we want to do better, super good.
I just want to congratulate not only Giorgio, but Rosie. Rosie's first appearance on the Fantasy Fact Check. She was awesome.
Incredible.
Yep, she was great.
Incredible.
Nice job, you guys.
Let's go into the weekly rundown.
Yes, sir.
The game of the week that I don't think many had pegged for that great of a game, but Ashton versus Charles. Going into Sunday night, neither team had players playing on Monday, so this was it. Chiefs versus Lions. Ashton had a 1% win probability. Charles was gonna win this game. The only thing that Ashton could hang his hat on was maybe Sam Laporta getting a touchdown pass. That's exactly what happened.
Ashton, that just shows you how a little faith and pulling on your Canadian roots. Laporta, I don't know where he's from. He doesn't know where he's from, but he caught that fourth quarter touchdown to win the game for you. So you should send that boy a Tootsie Roll or something.
Tootsie Roll's Canadian?
I don't know. Now you're not helping me, Connor. Anyway, you should reward that boy, Laporte, because he came back from the dead and he won the game for you. You had less than a 1% chance of winning, and you ended up beating Charles. That must have been depressing to Charles. Crushing.
Must have been.
Really.
I have one word. Yeehaw! Well done, Ashton.
They never come back.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
You cannot see.
The battle of the bottom feeders did not disappoint, particularly the London marginally good players, breaking 100. Rico Dowdle had his second straight 30-point game. Andrew getting 66 points from his running backs while only getting 4 points from his wide receivers. Wide receiver continues to be a point of difficulty for this team, but they come out with the win.
Well, I'll tell you what, trying to get a performance like that the way you did from Rico Dowdle. Is he the guy that played Uncle Rico? He played Uncle Rico in that movie.
The way he's playing, he might have been that one.
Yeah,
He might have been that guy.
Back-to-back 30-point games, so you better hold on to that boy and give him an extension, like right away.
Nate doesn't look very good right now.
Nate, this is Jerry Jones saying, didn't you work for the NFL? What in heaven's name is going on with you, boy? Your team looks bad, and I know that you have an injury bug going on. Lamar Jackson, CeeDee Lamb, even little George Kittle is hurt. You got to do something, boy. Just do something. Find a way.
Father to a murdered.
Oh, great heavens! What, mate? Don't rack about. Take a fish and chips.
A father and son battle of the ages
boy.
left a lot to be desired because Spencer didn't even show up. And his inconsistency continues to weigh heavy on this team. 3 of the weeks, he has exceeded 110 points, but the other 3 weeks, he hasn't even hit 90. What can Spencer do to right the ship and try to be more consistent?
It's just a good thing this performance, Spencer, is not public, because as a sports guy, as the sports authority on ESPN radio, your performance is at best inconsistent. You need a better quarterback. Teddy has got 2 quarterbacks on the bench, both of which would be better than beeping Bo Nix. Either one would be better, Spencer. So come on, boy. Let's wrestle up some grub, strengthen yourself, and get yourself a quarterback. They're out there.
I scored the most points than anyone else in the league this week, led by Bijan's 33-point performance. I'm feeling really good.
The Manhattan bachelors run around this house like chickens with their heads cut off when they win. So this is the first time I've actually heard Connor say that he scored the most points. I've heard him say it about 1,000 times just in the last couple of days.
My greatest accomplishment in at least 7 years. Charlie and Will faced off, both pretty desperate teams, and this really just boils down to one thing. Charlie last week lost by less than a point. The week before that, he put up 115 points, still lost. This week, he put up 111 points. That's the 4th best in the league, and he still lost to the Little Giants by 2 points. A moment of silence.
A moment of silence, Charlie boys. This is what happened ever since you came into the war room, and I want to issue you a sincere apology. But find a way to do better.
Charlie just continues to find ways to lose. Will, on the other hand, continues to find ways to win.
That is kind of Will's way. Where there is a will, there is a way. And William, you just keep finding a way to win games.
Clyde versus Gabe also left a lot to be desired. Gabe went into Monday night with only 28 points from Sunday. Clyde skated to victory once again, remains the only perfect team in the league. Is it time to worry about Gabe?
Gabriel, I know what you're thinking. You're now playing for the first pick in the draft. You're purposely losing. I know how good you are at fantasy football. Your record is unblemished until now. So you're pulling the Ryan Smith cat out of the bag, lose games so that you can get the first pick in next year's draft. I know that's what you're doing. Don't do that. Strengthen this team. Find a way to do something. You've been under 70 points twice this season, and this is not like the fantasy football genius we all know you are.
Kawhi Henry's scoring on average 124 points, which is more points than anyone scored this week, and they're beating teams with an average margin of victory of 27 points. They are just by far and away look like the best team.
They're the best team. Good job, Clyde. Congratulations to you, 6-0, and it looks like you could go undefeated.
The last game that we're going to cover is Thomas versus Teddy. These teams' owners might be the same age, but they are not on the same level right now. Thomas skating to victory by 11 points. Neither team looking great, neither team breaking 100, but Teddy making a critical error, leaving Drake London on the bench, who had nearly 27 points. That would have been the difference in this game. With back-to-back really bad weeks, after coming off of those amazing performances of back-to-back 140-point weeks, man, it looks like he needs some help.
Atlanta played the game that no one expected them to play, and that London kid was everywhere.
Everywhere. He was in London, he was in France, he was all the way down your field.
Don't try to rhyme
down
anything.
your field.
Yes, he was.
Looks like Teddy might need some extra assistance outside of just his GM, because his GM clearly isn't doing enough. I think it's time for another chance at the war room. This time, Teddy enters the war room.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, football fans everywhere, welcome to the War Room. My guest in the War Room, and we have drugged him kicking and screaming into this, is one Theodore Checketts, a resident of Draper, Utah, and the team owner, captain, president, but not general manager of the Corner Canyon Chargers. It's a great title, but not such a great season so far. So what is your explanation, pal?
Not great. Did not do good.
You did fine.
I blame the general manager, Teddy. It wasn't your fault. It was your
I have
dad.
nothing to do with this thing. I did not draft this team.
No, that's not what I hear. If I opened the team directory and there was your name, Ben, under general manager.
Got a good point.
It is registered in my name.
So my dad, this is his fault. Kind of. I didn't look, and I probably should have switched out Drake London.
Are you talking about that Dodo, that wide receiver from Tennessee that you left on the field? Elik Anamayor. His name is Elik Ionomanor. So do you see his point total compared to Drake London? I believe in anyone whose name is London. I would have him on the field. Eddie boys, you got two quarterbacks who have a habit of generating some numbers on your bench. I'm saying you should use Caleb in the trade market to get something valuable to put on the field. So you have no running backs on your bench.
What was Jamar Gibbs doing?
And you got two quarterbacks with great scoring abilities. Contact your general manager and tell him you want to trade one of those quarterbacks to get the best player you can.
I'm mad at myself right now. Like, what the frick is going on?
Is that a substitute swear word there? Okay. Is that what?
God, my bad.
So who has the worst quarterback play in the league so far? That's the question you should ask yourself. Let's look at the Roman Red Raiders. They got Max Jones. Mac Jones is not going to get you even through Cache Valley. I'm telling you, Mac Jones is not taking you anywhere. So call up Uncle Nate and trade him. Now, Uncle Spencer has got Bo Nix, who's going to be down because they're playing the Giants, and the Giants have a great D-line. They're going to be after Bo Nix.
Me got an idea. I can.
For a trade?
Yeah.
Tell me.
He needs a quarterback pretty bad.
Done with.
I know this isn't gonna happen, but if it did, that'd be awesome. If I gave him
Why don't you give him
for DeAndre Swift? That'd be awesome.
Nate has got the second or third best receiver in the whole NFL on his bench, CeeDee Lamb. What?
I'm not sure. If I can get DeAndre Swift, that would be amazing. He's such a good running back.
Any running back whose name is Swift, there's a pretty good chance he's got some speed.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey? Christian McCaffrey's coming back?
So, Teddy, here we are in the war room. Tell the folks at home, as the owner of this team, what are you going to do?
I'm going to try to make a good trade.
And you're going to put London on the field, right? Because he's named London.
I didn't even mention that because, I know that's going to happen. Because his name is London. I got to put him in.
Yeah, he's got to be in there.
If his name was I don't know, Drake.
Now, Teddy, what about your defense?
I would say it's marginally good.
You've got 2 defenses, Teddy.
I probably, maybe not, should put the Broncos defense in.
The Broncos defense is rated the 2nd best defense in the whole league. And the defense you're playing, the Colts, is ranked number 5. The Giants defense, Teddy, who Nate has, is the number 28 defense in the league. You have the 2nd and the 5th. That's why you count on the War Room to point out all of these important things to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Get on that horse and ride it out, brother.
Wait, good boy. Jackson Dart. I kind of want him.
Will's got him, and Will also has, and he hasn't taken it off since he was at the game. He has a Jackson Dart jersey. So good. I don't think you can get him, Teddy, for your whole roster. You're going to trade one of your quarterbacks, either Matthew Stafford or Caleb Williams. You're going to get a good player in return. You've targeted DeAndre Swift. You'll probably have to give up your backup defense. That Nate improves his defense because he's got the 28th defense in the league. And next week, Teddy, we'll be able to talk about your great win. He plays the really tough team, the Miracles.
I want to beat them. They're 0-6.
If you lost to them, you wouldn't be able to come to breakfast for 5 straight days at home.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Teddy, you've been on the War Room. This is the time that you express your deepest gratitude for all of the smarts we've given you.
Thank you. Thank you, Master. You are a genius.
Good to see
Thanks
you,
for all
Teddy.
the beautiful things. You too.
We love you.
Love you too. Good night.
Good night.
That was some really powerful counsel. I really, really hope Teddy doesn't ignore that counsel and actually goes to seek those trade opportunities.
Well, he did admit that he'd kind of forgotten to take a look at his roster going into the game. That's just
it's a bad look because this is a serious league.
This is a
There's
very
real
serious
consequences
league.
on the line. So you really hate to see that from a team owner.
Well, the last thing you need is talking heads on television bashing your team.
Let's look ahead. Big news. The playoff format has changed. No longer are the days of 2 separate conferences.
Did the commissioner do that?
The commissioner did that.
Does he have the power to do that?
Unfortunately, he does. And I will
Doesn't he
say,
know the owners run this league?
I will say that boosted his personal playoff chances by quite a large margin.
Not only does he have a really bad team name, but he's cheating. No, was that cheating or not to change to the one conference?
Technically, under the bylaws, not cheating, maybe a little shady, but this does make the playoff race a lot more interesting across the scope of the league. Because again, that conference that had both Thomas and Clyde, it was 4 teams fighting for 1 slot. When the other conference, there was a lot more parity. Now there's just 12 teams in 1 pot and 6 teams are going to come out.
My suggestion is that we call in the FBI to see if Andrew has doubled down his bets on the league since he changed to 1 conference.
You think he's betting too?
I think he might have put a bet on his team.
That would be the biggest conspiracy since Watergate, I'm sure.
He probably bet his house on the London marginally good players, and he purposely gave them a bad name, thinking that everybody would give up on them, and then he comes back and wins by changing the conference alignment in the middle of the season. Better look for a suspicious bet here and do an investigation.
After those wild accusations, let's look quickly at the playoff chances for each team. The league is broken out into 3 buckets. There's 3 teams that I think are rising above the rest. There's 3 teams that really need to turn it around quickly. There's that big group in the middle playing 500 football.
Is there a lottery in the NFL?
There's not.
Oh, so you just
pretty just cut and dry.
You just line up.
Yeah, pretty just line up and take your shots.
That's what happens when you only play 17 games.
Yeah, Hawaii Henrys, they have a 99% chance of making it. They're making it. The Disney World Ducks, they have a 95% chance of making it. They're making it. If the Manhattan Bachelors get a win this week, they're going to be a lock. So the way I see it, there are 9 teams fighting for 3 slots.
And the Roman Red Raiders and the Miracles, it would take a miracle.
Not over yet.
Yep.
You get a win this week, you get on the horse. The Miracles have looked amazing. If the Roman Red Raiders get their injuries figured out, it's still anyone's game. It truly is still anyone's game. You got to remember, last year, Gabe won the whole thing as a 4 seed, being only 7-6. And that's as many losses as Charlie has right now, the champion of last year. So truly, still anyone's game. I know it says that the Miracles only have a 4% chance to make the playoffs, but crazier things have happened. Gabe, once again, was 12th place last year coming out of the draft, went all the way up to first place to win the entire thing. Truly anything could happen.
By the way, I'm talking to Gabe. Our computer here, our statistician says that you have a 44% chance of making the playoffs. That is my lucky number, Gabe, 44%. Do what you need to do. You are, in fact, the fantasy fact genius.
So you have Gabe making the playoffs.
Yep.
Who else do you think makes the playoffs?
Well, the way Team Shimbashi has played recently, I think you have to give them a chance, even though he's only watched the CFL his whole life.
How are we going to let him make the playoffs when he hasn't watched any NFL whatsoever?
He is now big time into the NFL. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say the 6th team in will be the London marginally good players because I'm afraid he bet his house on the whole thing. So suddenly he's got a chance. Andrew's got a chance. By condensing the league to one conference, he's given himself a better chance.
I think Team Shimbashi as well is going to make it. Rasheed Rice is finally going to play some ball for this team. I told Ashton if he could get through this 6-game stretch going 3-3, that he'd be okay. He's done exactly that. I think he will be okay. I also, give me one of those bottom 3 teams to make the playoffs. I don't know who will do it, but there's too many variables. Teddy has shown incredible flashes, looking better than everyone else in the league. Nate has just so many injuries. If he can get those guys back, they're going to be good. And the Miracles have had 3 consecutive weeks scoring more than 110 points. Something is going to give one of those 3 teams makes it in.
Well, what we should do, Connor, on this show, you know, from time to time, we do give prizes. So let's just say that if any of those bottom 3 teams, let's make sure you know who they are. Will you repeat the bottom 3, 10, 11, 12?
In 10th place, the Corner Canyon Chargers. 11th, the Roman Red Raiders. And in 12th, the Miracles.
We're going to take care of one of our sponsors. If any of those 3 teams make the playoffs, we will take them and their entire family to a dream night at Chick-fil-A.
Oh my goodness.
Paid for by our sponsor, Chick-fil-A.
Yes. Longtime sponsor. In fact.
Yes. We've really
incredible.
Great relationship.
Wow.
So Corner Canyon, the Roman Red Raiders, or Charlie and his Miracles. If any of you make the playoffs, it's good for one night, all expenses paid. You can stay as long as you want. Chick-fil-A.
Incredible.
Chick-fil-A. Yes.
Wow. What is this? The Price is Right? This is amazing.
We only give great prizes here.
With all of those stakes in mind, let's look at next week's slate.
They're not steaks.
I'm so sorry.
It's chicken.
So sorry.
They only serve chicken.
I have offended our sponsors greatly.
Yes,
Chick-fil-A, please don't drop us. Yes. I'm so sorry. With all of that chicken breast in mind, let's look at next week's slate of games. We have 2 games where those teams are both 3-3. Those will be crazy.
Go back and forth.
Go back and forth, yep. And they're going to be big sway games when it comes down to it. Will versus Spencer, Andrew versus Ashton. Whoever is the winner of those games, their chance nearly doubles to make the playoffs, where the losers of those games, their chances are cut in half. Teddy versus Charlie is a massive game. 2 of the 3 bottom teams, whoever loses that game, it's gonna get real bleak real quick. But whoever wins those games immediately doubles their chance to make the playoffs.
I think that is a hard one to call because Charlie is on the up and up. But Teddy, if he makes the changes,
he makes those moves
that we talked about in the war room, he's gonna be tough. He's got a club that could play really, really well. But so that one's a hard one to call, especially with the moment of silence that we had for the Miracles.
True.
You know, because there is great power in that kind of meditation.
I agree. So I'm doing it right now. I'm calling it America's Game of the Week, Teddy versus Charlie. Look out for that one. The fascinating game, the Twins face
The
off.
Twins face off against each other.
That'll be a lot
Let's
of fun.
keep them in separate rooms out there in Carmel, Indiana.
That could get pretty dicey.
Because
pretty
it'll
quick.
get close. That one's going to be close.
Yeah.
Don't you think it'll be close?
Man, Clyde's looked really good, but if Charles can get back to the form he was in earlier in the year.
So what is Hawaii Henry's average points scored?
126.
And what about the Carmel Carnivals?
He's trending around 100, so about 20 points less than
So
Clyde.
Charles, if you lose to your brother, your prize will be to come into the war room next week, pal, because that will mean that you'll be 3-4, struggling for a playoff spot, and we'll need to call you to change your outlook. Well, ladies and gentlemen, football fans everywhere, it's been another week, another great week here in the Fantasy Football League, and this has been your show for all of the information, all the news, and all the great advice from the most experienced fantasy football player in the league, me, your cowboy grandpa, saying goodnight.